Hello guys, today we will talk about these new Germany players, so Goethe, Tiegerbran, Schneider, Kaltz and Muller. So let's just start with Mario. Goethe has a team skill that gives all non-Japanese players 15% and his passive is matchup win bonus, so when he wins at matchup, his shot special skill force goes up by 50%. That's huge. Too bad his shot stat and his skill sucks, so it's basically a waste. Special skills are S rank pinpoint tackle with a momentum of 440, S rank pinpoint pass with a miserable momentum of 380. How is that S ranked? It's beyond me. And third special skill is quick step feints. His hidden skills are bond with exactly 3 toughness type non-Japanese players, which gives 2.5% to everyone. He is a high baller like his brother Luigi. Luigi, get it? Green Mario. And last hidden skill is, listen to this, counter move stamina DF as in defenders. Why not stamina killer defenders? Why complicate things like that? Okay, moving on. It means your opponent defenders will have to use 15% more stamina when matched up with this guy. So yes, it's stamina killer, but against defenders only. His highest stats are dribble and tackle, as you can see by the color scaling, and as his design shows, he is basically kissing Marcus's ass by giving high balls, but his pass is not so great because his raw stat is at average 9.4k and his pass special skill is crippled by its momentum at 380. Like I said, miserable, so that gives us a total strength of 36k. And just like his miserable pass, his intercept special skill is miserable too, cause it's the worst interception of all time with a momentum of 255, so it's just 25k. His speed, tackle and dribble is where he shines though, so basically he is almost as good as dribbler as his brother Luigi, who is at 55.5k, and his brother Luigi is a better passer at 40k. So the only passive or hidden ability that raises his stats is that matchup win bonus, which raises his shot to 63k, which is not so impressive and will not be such a threat to today's keepers. He is in fact very similar to Luigi, but instead he gives all 2.5% if you activate his bond and not just Margus and Schneider 3%. Just that and the fact that he enables one of the best players that Euro has to offer makes him a very valuable unit. And he will pressure defenders much more than Luigi, because his tackle is at the bullying level for a forward at 53k, so almost every defender or DM that doesn't have a good pass will suffer against him. You will basically ignore your intercept skill and just try to bully everyone with your tackle. And yes, his shot is bad, but if you do activate his passive and your main scorers are out of breath and your opponent keeper is drained till he has to use his special skill that is A ranked, that will be enough to score. So I guess that also gives him some value there. It's not much, but it's something. When you take everything into account, Mario is better than Luigi. I would limit break him dribble, tackle, speed 25, pass 21 and technique 4. You will almost never use that shot, and even if you do, limit break on shot would not make him much more of a threat to keepers, so it's better just to make his tackle, dribble and speed even more annoying by limit breaking on that. Let's talk about Tiegerbran now. Tiegerbran comes with a super celerity 20% team skill, and that's the final piece to that puzzle. Auto intercept enhance 80%, and that's always awesome and it's very annoying. Special skills are S ranked mysterious bird interception with a momentum of 440, S ranked radio shot at 475 just like Hyuga, and A ranked stop messing whatever at 3 to 5 that you will replace with an S-ranked one from the shop. Hidden skills are born with exactly 3 agility type Japanese players that give everyone 1.5%, which is not great, but it's something. 5% shield to everyone in your team and attack at the scene of fire, and it's massive 30%. So basically, when your stamina is 80% or higher, your passive will not be activated, and the lower your stamina, the higher momentum of your skill is. So once you get to 233 or lower stamina, your passive is fully active, and because he doesn't have tenacity, you will mostly never achieve that 30%, but rather around 15 or 20%. I'll show you that numbers later, but first let's talk about his numbers without his attack whatever active. Looking at his attacking side, there's nothing special there, with dribble just at almost 40k, shot at 54k, and pass at 33.5k, with the same pathetic pass like Mario. Defensive side is obviously stronger with 46k on tackle and 50k on intercept. Those are not at a bullying level, especially not his tackle, but will do the job most of the time if you guess the right action, that is. If he is at half of his stamina, he would look like this. So respectable dribble at 45.5k, not a bad shot with Raiju at 62.3k, pass is still weak side at only 38.5k, while his defensive capabilities are now very much better. His tackle is now at 53k, while his intercept is at 58k, and that's enough to take the ball from most of them if you do the right move, that is, and will probably be enough to bully here and there, mostly with your intercept. If he would be just around below of his stamina, so let's say his attack at the scene of fire is at 20%, he would look like this, while 25% and let's say the last skill before he is drained, he would look like this. At this point he is a defensive powerhouse with a bullying power at both tackle and intercept, and keep in mind his auto intercept power at this point would be stronger as well. While on the attacking side he is a great dribbler at 50k and a new living strong at his shot with Raiju at almost 68k, while his pass is now 42k and will probably be enough to pass over most skill players with A ranked interceptions, so try to match up with them if you have to. The problem here is that the only skill that benefits from attack at the scene of fire is intercept special skill when his auto intercept activates, and when it activates you will still be a very bad passer who will rarely have a successful white pass over somebody, so pray for criticals, and more like rainbow criticals, cause his raw power on pass is just 8.8k. Too bad he didn't get those stats on shot to his pass. That would make him one of the best DMs, but this is just a serious problem. Every time he does auto intercept you will panic, so you will rather match up and dribble and then risk passing, so try to match up with only one player if possible, because having a bad passer at DM position is, like I said, a serious problem. On the other side, when you do have a corner, you can pass over to him, match up with a forward or a weak defensive midfielder, dribble and shot, and you will be successful with that when his stamina is drained. I would limit break him tackle speed, intercept and technique 25, or maybe even 16, 16, 18 dribble tackle speed, 70, 70, 16 pass intercept technique to make him a bit stronger at dribbling and passing. There is obviously a third option and that's shot, but I wouldn't do that. Try to rely on your attacking midfielders and your forwards for scoring. You need all you can get at the defensive side of the pitch. If you don't have a good scorer, then go for it. Limit break his shot power 25 and maybe 70, 17, 16 on pass, intercept and technique. But that's not an optimal limit break for auto interceptor, because you need all the speed you can get. Okay, so let's talk about Schneider. Schneider comes with a super solidarity 20% team skill and a passive pedal to the metal, so all his stats go up by 15% at full power football. Special skills are running fire shot that doesn't lose momentum, momentum at distance, and a set of A-ranked fire step dribble and flaming interception. I don't know why does it have to be kept at 475 while Tsubasa, Hyuga and Diaz got 490 or 495, no distance DK shots. Guess it's just the way it goes with most Euro units, I don't know. You just have to ignore most main skills, I guess. Hidden skills are bond with exactly 3 skill type Japanese players that gives everyone 2%. I can't give you the answer why this isn't 3 or 4, while Soga and Igawa both got bonds 4%, so that's the double of that amount. If you play them with exactly 2 Brazilians or 2 Argentina players, while this is exactly 3 skill type Japanese players, so arguably harder to accomplish, and it's only 2%. Another bond with the same players that debuffs your opponent by 2%. Special skill block, so he blocks 1 tackle special skill of your matchup opponent 70% of the time, so that is awesome. Unless your matchup opponent has skill block cancel, then he is a high baller, probably in most cases, for his fellow German player Margus. This guy is basically blue Euro red Dreamfest Hyuga, but by a hair weaker on the total strength side of the picture. But this guy has special skill block, which will allow him to dribble like crazy and shot, or 1-2 in full power football and shot. If you are not in full power football, or if you aren't in a good position to score, you can always pass to Margus on a high ball and that's it. That gives him a lot of value, but at the same time his pass out of full power football and even in full power football is not strong enough so you can feel confident about it. So mainly you will just dribble if your opponent doesn't bully you, that is, and pass to someone on high ball while praying nobody will intercept you. It's kind of frustrating that he got pedal to the metal while someone like Roberto got such an awesome passive that is basically always active and has the same total power on shot and is stronger in every other stat all the time. Okay, this Schneider will be stronger on shot because his strongest shot, Supreme Fire shot, has 3 blowaways, and that's worth a lot. But again, I feel like the strongest forward from freaking football super force like Germany should have been stronger and more consistent. Another thing that I wanted to point out is those red letters, which means that the only skill in which he got his strongest special skill is his flaming interception, and probably most will not use that at all. So you will have to kill his green Dreamfest version for Supreme Fire shot and basically spend a lot of DBs in the shop to equip him with those skills and make him viable. But again, once you do though, this guy will be a very usable either enabling or scoring when in full power football. So yeah, this guy is really good instead of all that shenanigans. Limit break should be shot power speed 25, pass 21, technique 4. Now let's talk about Kaltz. Kaltz comes with a non-Japanese player's all stats 50% team skill, and his passive is auto block enhance 80%, which is not so useful. Only in some rare occasions when someone will be crazy enough and try to drain you while shooting from distance, and I didn't encounter somebody like that for a long time, to be honest with you. Special skills are a brand new Kaltz block with a solid momentum of 465 and a set of A-ranked special skills that you will replace with S-ranked artistic interception and flash tackle. His hidden skills are bond with 5 or more agility type non-Japanese players and all get 2.5%, so that's so easy to accomplish. Insight Master 30%, which is one of the strongest passives or hidden abilities in the game, and stats up to Agility Schneider 3%, so he will basically buff Schneider from this banner by 5.5%, so that's great. By the color scaling you can see that he is a pure defender with almost the same power on dribble and pass, and has access to great S-ranked pass and dribble for a defender, so mostly getting rid of the ball cause of the Insight Master will be easy, while his defensive power is really crazy. His block is even without Insight Master at a bullying level, while his intercept is great too. His weakest side is his tackle, but if you look at the side when Insight Master activates, that will most of the time be enough to take the ball from dribblers, while his intercept and block are almost unbeatable if you guess correctly. This guy is without a doubt one of the best central defenders in the game, and one of the best side defenders in the game, and a pretty darn good defensive midfielder too. This guy is just crazy, and I really can't say enough good things about him. He's just that good. Everything about him is great. His hidden skills are awesome, his special skills are awesome, his ability to get rid of the ball is awesome, his ability to take the ball is awesome. Everything is just awesome, and congrats to you if you got him. Limit break should be block power 25, intercept tackle 21, and speed technique 4. Now let's talk about Muller. Muller comes with a super solidarity 20% team skill, and finally a second team skill of that type, while his passive is pedal to the metal 10%, and that's not so great for a keeper, but stick around. His special skills are a brand new steadfast catch with a momentum of 465, while you need 285 stamina to use it. I believe that is the most efficient catch skill of all time. It's crazy how cheap it is. By comparison, dual catch, which is just by a 10 points stronger than this skill, you need 365 stamina, and the biggest joke of all is his secondary skill is a ranked skill that is more expensive than his main skill. What the fuck is that? Whose genius idea was that? Okay, so now let's talk about his hidden abilities. His hidden abilities are bound with exactly 5 skill type non-Japanese players that gives everyone 2.5%, and that's awesome, especially for my team. He has 2% shield, which is always useful, and a counter move non-flying shot, which gives him 5% against non-flying shots. But why non-flying shot killer? Why? It's like Club has 2 stubborn guys that won't give up on their opinions and ideas. First without counter move stamina on Mario, and now this, I don't get it. By the core scaling you can see that this guy is a pure catcher, so stick with catching skills. You will obviously give him Legend of the Phantom Keeper, which will make him relevant, and with it he reaches 68.7k with no passive active. And that's solid for a non-passive active save, and keep in mind he has 2 passives that raises his stats. So on the right you see the first one against non-flying shots, so he is 72.1k, and that's on the new Pesa level, so that's great. Second is in full power football against flying shots, that's this here, and then he reaches 75.5k, while against non-flying shots here in full power football he reaches a crazy power of 79k, and that's on Dreamfest Salinas level. And when you take into consideration this guy will basically buff himself too by 2.5% with his bond, and just at the top of my mind you have Green Limited Robson that has full power gauge up 25%, New Roberto that has full power gauge up 15%, and New Diaz with full power gauge up 50%, so you can basically create a team that makes this guy one of the strongest keepers in the game. If you would add to his stats that 2.5% from his bond that he gives to himself too, he would look like this. So 70.4k without his passive active, 74k against non-flying shots, 77.5k against flying shots while full power football, and a crazy 81k against non-flying shots in full power football. So basically, if you play this guy in the right team and surround him with those guys I mentioned, he will be crazy good. And considering his special skill, Legend of the Phantom Keeper, is so expensive, you can always save your stamina with Steadfast Catch in some situations, and with that skill he will look like this. So you can easily save your stamina with that special skill in full power football, and you can use Legend of the Phantom Keeper only in situations when you are desperate or out of full power football, or in full power football when you need to save some crazy OP shot. So no, some guys on Reddit, this guy is not total crap. In fact, he's really good, and in my opinion one of the most fun keepers to use, just cause he is so versatile and because he fits in a team that could potentially give him that pedal to the metal like 70% of the game. There's only one limit break for him, and that should be catch power technique 25. Now let's see how did my pawn go. If you don't want to see that, that's okay too, so you can go. If you want to see that, stick around, I will show that right now. Let's hope I get 3 of them. Come on. Come on. First shaft, nothing. Come on, come on. Come on, give me one of them. No, not again. I went 4 more spins on the Super Green Fest for Raphael and I got absolutely nothing. So this is 6th spin in the row, I get absolutely nothing. Nothing. 6th spin. Come on, now make it count, please, make it count. 50% chance, come on. Come on. Come on. What the fuck is this? Up until now, total shaft, nothing. Last 7 spins, I get nothing. Now give me 2 of them. Now give me 2. Look at this shit. This is just a travesty. At least give me one of them. One of them, come on. Do not fuck me over, please do not fuck me over. I cannot fucking believe that this is a new unit. Let's just get this fucking shit over with. This is just fucking ridiculous. Don't give me either. Don't give me nothing. Just don't give me nothing. F off. Club, man. Cheers. Okay, so that's my 3rd agility, super solidarity, team skill, so that's awesome. But one of them. One of them. One. So that's basically it. This took me a lot of time, so like this video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, fuck it, right? Subscribe for more. There's a link in the description so you can tip me if you wanna. And shout out to my club teammates, Fumpy Cards. You guys roll again. See you in the next video in a couple of days when I do the Japanese players. Everyone who will pull on Pascal, that paid step up, whatever, good luck to you. Everyone who will pull on these guys, good luck to you too. And that's basically it. See you in the next video. Bye.